Alright, so this video is going to be to show my progress, my 55-gallon Reef tank rebuild. Alright, well, here's my tank right here. As you can see, I've got the fish in it. Tried to cycle it with a piece of live rock from my previous setup, which I originally wasn't going to do, but the ones at the fish store had aptasia because they were trade-in. So anyways, I'd never really detected any ammonia or nitrite spike, but after the fish are in there and I've been feeding them, I still haven't seen any, so I'm guessing whatever cycle happened, it happened quite quickly. Also, the other day there were lots of like diatom dusting all over the rocks, along with green hair algae, but once I put the tang in there along with a couple of my turbo snails, then they pretty much, today I looked and, well, actually I got a lot of Neisseria snails too, but they cleaned it up pretty fast. So, and you can see there's a couple little spots of, might be hard to see in the video, but a couple little spots of coralline algae appearing. So anyways, I've got my 2 clownfish, got the coral beauty dwarf angelfish, got a Scopus tang, and I've also got a goby. It's probably hard to see him, but he's hiding back there somewhere. Anyways, so as far as everything goes, this equipment, got a Vortec MP20 powerhead, got a Coralia 2 along with another Coralia 2 over there. I've also got one more that I don't have in here right now. Got my return, my lock line returns right there. There's my overflow box from glassholes.com. That right there is going to be the whenever I eventually install a closed loop system, that will be the intake to it. And then the outputs are there, and the other one's behind the rock back there. Anyways, it's very, very quiet. It's a nice overflow box. I like it. It was like 90 bucks or something. They also make a model for, this one's a 700 gallon per hour model. They also make one for like 1400 gallons per hour that's like double wide and uses 2 bulkheads. So overall, I'm pleased with all that. I've also got my current Nova Extreme Pro light fixture right there. Alright, you can see I've got all the plumbing right here, and the key to all of this is the sump room. I've got 2 closets in here in this room, so this one is for my clothes and this one I turned into a fish room. I cut the hole in the wall and used drywall to patch the gaps and everything, so it turned out really well. As you can see, there's my overflow pipe right here. This is like I said, this is going to be for whatever closed loop system I get in the future. And here's the connections for the outputs to the future closed loop system. I left unions on there so it'll be easy to glue and connect. Alright, here's the sump right here. It's just a 18-gallon tote. Got a filter sock on there that I need to clean. And got a float switch, which is, it's got a top off thing in here, just a power head connected up to it. Here's my mag drive 7 pump, and I used just some flexible PVC to connect to here. And everything has ball valves on it and unions, so if I need to take something off and clean it, then it's easy to do so. Okay, now the overflow pipe also connects over to here, which I'm gonna put a Refugium 10-gallon tank right over here, and that'll, allow me to select how much water I want to go to the Refugium, which will then drain back down into the sump. Let's see. This is not connected yet because I've got to get a different pump for it, but I've got the bulk Reef supply dual GFO and carbon reactor, which I will hook up very soon. Okay, and right here you've got a nice big power strip, really wide plugs, so it's easy to hook up everything. There's my Vortec power head and I can change the modes and everything like that. I also got it. I got on a careful with this. Got on a Velcro thing, so it's easy to remove if I need to take it off. And it stays just as well. Timers on my lights, and oh yeah, thermometer also on a Velcro. So if I need to use it on another tank, it's easy to take out. Keeping it around 81.6, probably lower it a little later, but it's doing well so far. Okay, over here, still working on moving everything in here. I had this little shelf, but this is a lot better. I built this, you know, drilled everything right into the studs here. So I got a shelf right here. I'm also putting a shelf down there, and then right here is a frag tank. And this is where I'm also keeping my corals temporarily until I get, you know, the tank all up and running. And so I got a candy cane coral, got a hammer coral, a frog spawn coral, which it's actually pretty cool. It's, if you can look and if you can get to focus, if you look right down below the main heads, there's like two little ones that are sprouting right there. Along with the hammer coral, you can see that little tiny long branch right in the middle that's forming. And same thing with the candy cane, there's a little branch off down there, I believe. So, and then got some zinnias. I ordered some frag plugs because I'm gonna, you know, try to propagate these also, sell them on Craigslist or something. I also traded in these corals I've had for quite a while, but I saved a couple and glued them to this rock. Just some simple brown with little green centered button polyps, and then some nice brown button polyps here. These came from my friend's tank. There was started out as 2 of them, and yeah, they grow pretty fast. So then I've got a Kenya tree, and that's the extent of my corals right now. So powered by these are old. I need to get some new bulbs for them, especially and get some ones that'll be better just for growth. I don't really need actinic, even though that's what I got right now. This is a sunlight supply, 36-inch, 2 of them, 2 36-inch T5 fixtures, and then I just took a piece of wood and screwed it on, some eye bolts and some chain, and hooked it on so it's easy to push out of the way, and you know, everything stays well. That's hooked up to the timer. I'm still working on getting all the cords organized and everything. Right here is going to go, I'll probably do a 5-gallon tank, and I'll probably use it just as a like a coral, you know, temporary quarantine or whatever. Then down below here, where this and that empty space there, I'm gonna put probably 2 more 10-gallon tanks, or at least 1, and I can quarantine fish in here then, and it's all, you know, it's all hidden or whatever. But oh yeah, and it's kind of crazy, but if you look at the closet over here, there's no light fixture, and this closet didn't have one until I installed one. So when I put the light in here, you know, well, I got the T5s now, but when those are out, you know, I turn this on, it's nice and bright. So anyways, yeah, that's my setup. Sorry, I was kind of long and detailed. That's how I am. So anyways, just let me know what you guys think, and if you've got any questions, be happy to answer them. I'll post another video sometime whenever I get this set up better or whatever. So alright, that's it. Yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. You're probably wondering where my protein skimmer is. Well, I just haven't taken it off the temporary tanks, and I'm probably going to do that in just a couple minutes here. There's my protein skimmer right there. These were actually the temporary tanks. I was holding 3 of the fish in here and the 2 clownfish in here, so I've still got a little bit of live rock in there. Yeah, and I also need to get a protein skimmer probably for my frag tank. It'd probably be a good idea, but that'll come in time. Anyways, that's it.